Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Phasmophobia episode. And today, I thought I'd do something a little different. So today, I literally thought about it and I was like, maybe I'm thinking about doing a tutorial, I reckon, for Phasmophobia for people who have not really played the game very much. And just giving some bit of information that I think I can give. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop into it today. So 6 Tanglewood Drive, of course, we're on Tanglewood because when you first start the game, I'm pretty sure that's the only map that you have unlocked. So what we're also gonna do, I'm gonna take it off of 6.8 difficulty, and I'm going to go to amateur difficulty, which is, oh boy, so weird going to amateur difficulty. So I'm gonna play each difficulty all the way up. My cat is currently choking himself with my headphone wire. There we go. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So I was going to use the beginner's items, but each one will do relatively the same thing. So I'm just going to go through each one of them one by one, and yeah, that's pretty much it, except for the tripod, sound sensor, and headgear, because they're not really that good at tier 1, so there's no really need for them, to be honest. All right, first off, of course, this is number 1. This is amateur difficulty. So for amateur difficulty, the first thing that you will probably notice, like however you spawn into the truck, whichever, you got a timer up here. This timer is the amount of time that you have to set up before the ghost is able to hunt. So you got 5 minutes to get set up, which is a pretty decent amount of time. Personally, I forget that it existed because I don't play amateur. I haven't played amateur since it was like a year or two ago, so I barely play it anymore. And most time now, I'll either do 1 evidence or 2 evidence most of the time, either Nightmare or POC 1. Those are normally the 2 difficulties that I've been playing most recently. So, anyways, this is so weird. Why is the screen curved? Like it's just setting up. It's like they didn't have any feet for the TV. Anyway, so you see here, I haven't had all the equipment really upgraded yet, so some of this stuff is still the first time equipment. So the main equipment, first off, pick up the key, open the truck. That's the first going. So you will unlock the sound recorder. The photo cam takes a little bit to unlock as well, but first things to grab out of the truck personally is something to find the ghost room, which can be this or EMF. Something, if you have a photo cam, grab the photo cam, which is what I'm going to do. And also the EMF reader or anything that you can just drop into the room and get a reading of. So since I have the tier 1 thermo, this is what I'm going to be using for the map, is the tier 1 thermo. So if you don't want to have the EMF, you can put it back here, and let's just grab the book. We'll just grab the book. So this is going to give me 3 evidences, and we'll be on our way. So we'll go over what the rest of the stuff is as well, in case you're confused or you're not 100% sure. But out of force of habit, since I haven't gone through this one yet, I'm going to grab a thing of matches. So this doesn't take up an inventory slot, so you can have matches. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, because it's an extra thing that your hand holds. So it's kind of very important to have it when you have smudge sticks, which of course we'll be going over all this stuff later, because I'm going to try and get the ghost to hunt me in this, so that way you can see how hunts go. So let's go ahead and make our way into the map. So there's a few strategies that you can use. A lot of people have done this, where they throw the thermometer into the door and go back and grab the EMF reader until the thermometer ends up gaining enough to where it needs it. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the EMF, and we'll do it this way first going, so that way the thermometer will warm up with the house. So grab it in the meantime. I'm going to leave it on the floor, and what I like to do, I like to just head straight into the house like this, and literally just go straight to the kitchen and turn on the lights in the kitchen. That's my favorite thing to do. The kitchen is probably the hub area for Tanglewood, to be honest with you. This is probably the area that you're going to be spending time in the most, is consider that you're going to be looping it more than likely. So the other thing will be, while you're in here, of course, look for the cursed object, which we have the mirror. So actually, since we have the mirror, all right, so it's in the foyer, so we're going to drop it. So that takes away some of your sanity. So if you use the mirror like I just did, it's going to take away your sanity. So just be warned that it will do that. And it turned on the light, so we know it's not a mare. So the mare is the ghost that cannot turn on lights. So if you ever have a light that randomly gets turned on and you didn't turn it on, it's not a mare. So do not think, don't think it's a mare. So now, since we have the thermo and it's actually in the foyer, this is where the ghost is going to be at, so the thermometer did not warm up at all. But now what we're going to do, we're going to find the bone. So there's a few times where you can go ahead and look for the bone, but also while you're looking for the bone, go ahead and look for a hiding place, which is very important. So, I mean, since all the hiding places are open, it'll get a little more difficult as we go up in the difficulty levels, but, you know, this could be your hiding spot. Personally, I like to pick hiding spots that are near looping areas personally. So the kitchen area will have probably the perfect hiding spot. This is a hiding spot as well. They say this one is. I don't trust it that much. I don't trust it that much because of that. So I don't really use it all that often, to be honest with you. So I would not suggest it, but now we found the bone as well here, so pick it up. So yeah. So this is the two ones that I suggest. This isn't an official hiding place, but it works like 75% of the time. As long as the ghost doesn't wander over this direction, you should be all right. But just be warned, because if it does wander over here, it will see you from this location. Or if it, of course, walks this way, it will see you from this location. So just be warned. So personally, whenever I loop the ghost, I like to come in here in the garage. So I'll open this locker up right here and go inside of there. And that's normally where I like to set up shop at for that. So let's go ahead and leave out of here. And we're going to go ahead and grab some more items and also check on our sanity meter. So if you do not know, so our sanity is pretty, kind of taking it right now. So, oh, I didn't get the photo of the mist, did I? No, I thought I got it. I saw it. So you can take photos of the mist now, but I didn't reach it. So this is your total activity meter. These are your sound sensors. If you place them anywhere, I don't really use them very often personally, so I can't really tell you how they work. But motion sensors or sound sensors or anything like that will show up on this map as well. But you can select it, and also you'll go up a floor, down a floor, yada yada, all that good stuff. But the two screens that really matter would be these two. You have your total sanity and your total activity meter. So if you have a random activity go up to spike up to 4 or 5, and it randomly like has a long line and goes down, it's probably EMF 5. So look for EMF 5. That's probably going to be, just look for it. Don't assume, because sometimes I've assumed myself a few times and I've been wrong. So just be careful on that. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is oh my god, insane away. This is sanity medication. So I'm going to go ahead and drink some. So the tier 1 sanity medication is the slowest refill when it comes to the meter. So since I drank it, it's taking a minute to go back up to where it needs to be, which I'm pretty sure I should go to like 100. Yep. So it's going to take a minute, but once it gets there, it'll get there eventually. So we're also going to grab a video camera. We're going to keep the photo cam in our hand because we are going to go for the perfect game. So now we're going to go into the house and we're going to check for ghost orbs. So for ghost orbs, you got to make sure the lights are cut off, and we got them. So you can record them. So make sure you do that because they are worth a good amount of money. So now we'll go over here, double check, $10. So pretty good amount of money for ghost orbs. Make sure you check off ghost orbs. And let's see if it's touched anything else in here that can lead us to fingerprints. Look at there. We have some UV evidence. I'm going to take a photo of that. So that's nice. So now we're going to go over here. Ultraviolet. Oh, it went away right before I could grab it. So if you record it in time, you'll be able to get, some extra money and stuff from that, which is really nice. So highly suggest it. Other than that, so yeah, it just went away just now. So you got to make sure that you get it in time, because if not, it's not going to be forgiving. about it, so just be warned. So it hasn't written in the book yet, but I still do have a very, very low amount of oh god, it's a low what is it, range. It's a low range when it comes to the notebook. So we personally just I don't like the tier 1 notebook. The tier 2 notebook is a little better, but the tier 3 is probably god tier when it comes to like notebooks and stuff. So what we're gonna grab the oh, I have both hands full. But don't do that. Try not to have both hands full. If anything, put it like your cameras and stuff, like if you want, at the beginning of the room that the ghost is gonna be in. So since we're right here, we can just put it in front of the door. So I'm gonna put the dots projector right here. Throw it down. The reason I'm throwing it down is because in this way it'll pick up this side and it'll pick up this side. So that way you'll see both of the ghosts. The tier 1 dots isn't very good anyway. So we're kind of running like just all around like not really good dots to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and grab these 3. We'll put this other dots down. So for these dots, you can do it different ways, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get it to where it's this direction. There we go, just like that. So now we have more going this way and more going this way, so it covers both sides. And let me go ahead and put the book here, so that way we have 2. And now we'll go talk to the spirit box. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Alright. I'll grab the camera really quick and take a photo of the EMF. You get a free photo. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Alright, so since we've done it this long, we're probably not going to use spirit box. For the door moving, because my god, is it opening a lot of doors right now. So pick up the thermo, and we have freezing. That was freezing temps right there. So since we got the last, it's going to be a Hantu. So Hantu is a very interesting ghost, so just prepare for that. So if you don't believe me, anything that you get below the 032 mark, which is a barely below it, will be that. So Hantu definitely really likes the cold, so turning it off will probably be good for it anyways. I'm going to record that as well. Oh, I thought that was a breath event, man. I got a little excited. I was like, oh man, it's a breath event. Alright, so we're going to drop the cameras here. Mate. I got it. Did I get it? I did not. Oh man. It sucks. I turned the breaker off again. So this is, since we're on amateur, the ghost is going to be fairly active. So just be prepared. I don't know how active, like, different ghosts are going to be active differently. So I don't know exactly how active like the ghosts are going to be on like other people's games, but this time this ghost is pretty active. So just be warned, it's going to be a pretty active ghost. But we got to make sure we don't get duplicates in terms of the camera footage. So I rarely use the flashlight personally. So unless I have a certain ghost that I could do tests on. But yeah, we also got to keep in mind of the objectives as well, which is preventing with a crucifix and repel while chasing someone. So yeah, definitely gotta wait for that till it starts hunting me. So, but we did get the video one done, so that's a plus. So we're gonna pick up some salts and a camera, and the reason being, So you can get videos and stuff with this. So go ahead and put this down. All right, turn on the recorder. Same for this, and put some salt down. So them stepping in the salt is actually worth a decent amount of money. So if you can, just like that, so it's worth $10 if they step into the salt, as you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the object thrown one. No, sorry, excuse me. Okay, fire extinguish. So I'm going to delete the object thrown one so I can leave space for the ghost to hunt. So what you do is you record it hunting. Since I know it's a Hantu, since we're on amateur difficulty, since I know it's a Hantu, it shouldn't be too bad of a thingamajig to hunt. So I'm not too worried about it. So what I'm going to do, put this back down, grab this again. So if it blows it out, I'll have a sound recorder and a recording of him blowing out the candle. So yeah, see, we're definitely in freezing territory. So we got a Hantu on our hands. So when it blows out the candle, you can hold record if you want, like just like this, if you want to be prepared. But just be warned that sometimes you'll get duplicates and you'll have to delete them, and it really sucks. And also, I just remembered just like that. So I should have gotten it. I didn't get it. Oh my god. See, it's a little finicky sometimes. So let me take a photo of that. So we got freezing temps. So we have all the photos that we need for perfect game. Now, if you want to take a photo of the ghost itself, then you can. So we just really need to get the sounds down pat, which I'm gonna hope to get one from this candle here. Now the ghost, look at that, I started recording right when it did it too, so perfect. So there we go, we got one. Fire extinguish, so that's worth 5. And all right, let's see what else. EMF 5 is also one as well. But a lot of stuff that you're going to have to get is just going to be based on sounds. So throw that down really quick. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches. So for photos, as I said, I have all the photos, so if I want to throw it away, I can. But if I get a chance to take a ghost photo, it'd be better. And they upgraded it to 5 deletions. I didn't even notice that. That is perfect. I love it. Thank God for that, because I tell you, dude, it was so irritating when that happened. So we're going to go ahead and grab a smudge stick and a crucifix. Let's go ahead in here, because we got to prevent it from hunting with the crucifix anyway, and to turn off the breaker again. So the crucifix will come in handy when it comes to stopping hunts, and it takes a little bit before it decides that it wants to work properly. So just prepare yourself. So I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw the thing in there. And can you leave stuff alone, please? So this for the tier 1 sound recorder. When you're walking up on stuff, it's gonna sound a little different. You'll see some yellow, red, and green lights that pop up on the right side of it, and you have to find where the ghost is. Now, if you have just like this, all right. So it's going to be over here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Probably the bathroom. Yep. So there we go. So you have to walk around and find it. They give you a decent amount of time to try and look for them, but you just got to make sure that you listen to it before you do it, because if not, it's not going to work and it's going to suck. So I saved the photo last, this photo here, so that way I can get a ghost photo if it decides to do an event. Now for the last one, you can actually do it for the crucifix burning. So doors do not count. So if you have a door opening, as you can see, it doesn't count towards the sound, so just be wary of that. However, this is an easy way to get them to hunt, or try to hunt, so that way you can get a photo. So, I mean, you can take a photo of literally anything if you want. But what I'm going to do is this. So when you have, I have the crucifix right here, because I believe that this is, okay, it's barely on the outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this here, turn around, So it's about right there at the end of the closet. So I'm gonna put it about right here in this space. I like to put two kind of near each other just in case it decides to hunt elsewhere. Depends on how roamy the ghost is. If the ghost is too roamy, then yeah. So we're gonna go and grab more smudge sticks. So that way I'm gonna have two as a backup inside of the kitchen, which I threw one in there already. But we'll grab two more and make our way there. So how are we going to get the ghost to hunt us really on amateur difficulty? Well, since we're going for the perfect game, it's going to take a little longer for you to get the ghost to do anything on amateur difficulty if you're playing for the first time. Oh, you... Alright, so... yeah, it disappeared right when I took the photo. So, the main... What? It slammed the door. So, the best thing to keep in mind is that when you're near a crucifix, as long as it's not near your location, you are good. So I'm going to do it. Was going to do it 3 times, but I guess not. Yeah, the Hantu will probably touch the breaker several times. Alright, so now my sanity should be at a very, very decently low amount in order for the ghost to try to hunt. So since we have the crucifix in 2 different locations, there's a higher chance that it's going to use the crucifix. Oh my Jesus, dude. Higher chance that it's going to use the crucifix. So it should be in this location. God. I don't even want... I keep forgetting about how, like, seriously annoying the freaking Hantu is. Like, amateur difficulty is definitely, like, it's for beginners to the point where if, like, you're in my shoes right now where I've played a lot of, like, 2 evidence or 1 evidence, and the ghost is actually fairly active. All right, so here we go. So try to hunt. So you take a photo of the burning crucifix. So that's $10. So right here, I got a decent amount of stuff that I don't really need. So, and you get a very, very long grace period when it comes to that. But also keep in mind too, which I didn't bring this up. If you, in fact, so we're going to bring the crucifix right here. So that way I can also get a sound recording of it. I don't need the photo cam anymore. So it's either a ghost photo or a crucifix because it's worth more money. So if the ghost starts to hunt, you have a pretty decent amount of time, before it notices you, before it starts to hunt. So you get a grace period, a fairly long grace period in amateur difficulty, which, you know, use it to your advantage 100%. But if it starts hunting right now, we can record the crucifix burning and then get the sound recording that we need to fill the last spot. And then we grab the video camera when we get to the kitchen and record it while it's hunting, which is probably one of the more difficult ways to do it, and I don't suggest it if you're not comfortable with it, because I know a lot of people are not comfortable with the ghost hunting in general. Like, I mean, I wasn't either. So it blew out that candle, so I'm not going to... So I'm not going over there. But I'm hoping that it's going to use the crucifix again. Or this one at least. So that way I can record it using it. Oh God. Oh God. Did I get it? I think I got it. Alright, hold on. Let me go out of the house really quick. Okay, ghost events. I got it. Alright, so I don't even need to get the crucifix recording anymore. You can also get the crucifix burning if you would like, which I can probably do that if it starts to hunt. Like, I don't know if it will do it immediately. Let's find out. Damn it. Alright. Alright, so hunting ghost, which is exactly what it did. So it started hunting in the living room, but since this is a Hantu, it will be a slow ghost, so we have to repel it while it's hunting us. So it's gonna, since we're on amateur difficulty, it's not gonna be a long hunt, but now we have enough for the perfect game. And I think 5 deletions is, I'm assuming it's gonna be depending on, but yeah, see, the hunting ghost is 20. So for this game, 5, so we have 10, 20, 5, 10, 15. So that right there is $35, 45, 50. Turn on the breaker again. 45, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and what, 110. So this is 110 extra dollars that we're getting here for that, plus all 3 objectives. So this was a fairly long game of amateur difficulty. So it takes longer to get the perfect game now. But if you were to continuously do it, so let's see, we got the ghost right, we got everything, all the objectives completed, all the media, perfect investigation, times 1 reward, so we're not going to get as much money, but also subtracts $100. So that was $550 for 1 game of amateur. So what you're asking is, yes, you will have to go to higher difficulties if you want to be able to level up more, which is why, like, which is a definite, like, what they would like. So let's go ahead and go up to intermediate. Now, I personally am not a fan of, I've had the access to custom games for the longest time. So I have this one custom game right here, which is based off of intermediate difficulty. However, it has some different stuff. So the pill restoration is 25, which I think is about the same. Lose items is still on. Roaming frequency is low. No changing rooms, which I don't like. Event frequency and stuff is high. I turned the grace period down on this to 1 second instead of, I think it was like, it's a couple seconds, something like that. 1 second because it helps. Hunt duration is high instead. 3 evidences. Fingerprint is 60 seconds to help setup. The setup time is 30. So you can lower this. You can literally keep it at 30 and it'll barely do anything. So 2.5 is still pretty good. No doors, medium hiding places. Like, it's a variation basically of it. And the fuse box at the start of the contract is on, and one cursed possession. Because if you add it up to 2, it's just going to make it worse. So, all right. I'm going to select this difficulty because it's a variation of it, and I don't mind the 1 second, thingamajig, because of the fact that I had a grace period and the Hantu started hunting in the living room. Personally, that's probably the reason why I survived that last contract. But if it was a normal game, I would not have lived. The ghost would have saw me because I was able to hear where it was, singing from. So that was a lot more fun for me there. But so we're going to go ahead and hop back into Tanglewood this time, and we're going to hop into here. Now this is a variation of intermediate difficulty. So this is 1 difficulty higher, just with a little bit of a setting slight change, because I don't like it when the breaker is not on, because of the fact that it's just extra steps and it's a little more annoying for me anyways. It's just a little more annoying. So all right, so the objectives here, 3 photos with a photo camera. Capture any photo of EMF, which is an easy one, and witness a ghost event, which depending on the ghost will be easy or hard. So we will grab the same thing as we did last time. We'll grab ourselves thermo thing in a book, and I'm going to grab a match for habit purposes, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want to drop the thermo inside of the house, so that way I can get the house up to the temperature. And that's why it's when I know that newer players are not allowed to do the custom difficulties. So if you do the custom difficulties, it won't work as well if you do it that way. I'm just letting you know now. It won't work as well. So just prepare yourself. But the higher in difficulties that we go, and the less amount of stuff that we're getting here, like the amount of evidence is going to drop down drastically. So we got the mirror again, but I already know it's in the garage because I hear the van. So normally that means it's a garage ghost. So we also got the bone here. So we got a garage ghost, and it lifted up through this hammer. So got a garage ghost, and we have orbs again. So check for orbs first thing. That's probably a gimme, but I'll put the book right here, and I'll put one on the van so that way it covers the entirety of it. We'll throw the video camera here, and let's go back and grab the thermo. So that way we can make sure that, and also, like, since there's medium hiding places, there are going to be some hiding places that are covered and some that are not. This hallway closet is definitely a decent one to go to for hiding from the ghost. So you can use that. Just try not to hide in the ghost room. Damn it. So just try not to hide in the ghost room, because if you do that, it won't work as well. Because sometimes you never know. You may try to get out and it won't work. So anyways, let's go ahead and let me throw it right here in front of the door. Alright, so it did do an airball event. So the ghost, the Oni, cannot do airball events, so it will not be an Oni in this run. We have ghost orbs anyway, which means it's not an Oni. So just keep that in mind. We'll make our way out of here. Alright, so I'm going to grab myself tier 1 dots, EMF, and a spirit box. So I threw them right here by the front door, but it's better if you put them near the ghost room in the front for right now, because of the fact that, you know, the ghost could definitely be literally anywhere. So let's go ahead and do spirit box. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Alright, so we're not going to do spirit box probably, but let me go over here really quick and grab the photo cam and the video camera so I can have it. And hopefully that... Okay, good. Got it. Alright, so we're not going to get spirit box, so let's go ahead and throw it down. Check for temps. Nothing. Oh, got dots ghost. So dots right here. But that's the thing that I didn't even look at just now, whether or not it was Goryo dots or was it real dots. I didn't really pay any attention to that. So if Goryo is the only ghost that can go through dots like that. Wait. Oh, so it won't be Goryo. So we did just get regular dots. All right, makes sense because Goryo doesn't have ghost orbs. I got you now. Okay, cool. So intermediate has ×2. Oh, we had ghost writing. I didn't even notice that. So we had ghost writing. So we have figured out the ghost already. So it is a Taye. So interesting. So we got ghost orbs as a video. So we have 10, 5, 5, and 5. So we have one more photo that we can take, and hopefully it'll be the ghost. So you could try and bait the ghost here to where it will do something, and open the freaking closet. It's the only thing is that it'll phase in and out of these walls here, so it's like it's a little annoying sometimes. So let's quickly, since we already know what the ghost is, I'm going to grab another tier 1 dots sound recorder, and I'm going to grab a thing of salt. So that way I can get an easy recording. Now, if you have a wraith, it's not going to walk in the salt. So the best thing to probably do, it's not going to be worth as much money, but get yourself some candle and make sure that you do the candle one, so that way you can get a decent one here. Shadow ghost. All right, so we actually have all the photos that we need. So I only take one ghost photo. I'm pretty happy with one. Doesn't matter what kind of ghost photo it is. so I don't really care about it as much, but that's just me. So for the recording to count, it has to make it over the white line. I've learned that already. So it has to, you have to make sure that it goes over the white line in order for it to work. So just be wary for that. Oh no, I didn't get it. So luckily you have 3 chances to get salt. So if you don't get it the first time, you can just go grab it and get it again. But you have got to be like on the ball when it comes to disturb salt, because it's worth a decent amount of money. So I definitely highly suggest you try to get it. If you're not able to get it, then you know it's just worth the decent extra money of $10. So it's you know, it's good enough to get it. So I'm gonna grab a well, I can't. I have a photo camera. I have a video camera in my hand. So we'll drop the salt again really quick, because I personally didn't expect it to walk in there that fast, because it was heading out the door. So I thought it was gonna run this direction, but it didn't. So I like to put the crucifix here personally, but let me go ahead and hit record on here so that way I can watch it step in the salt. So the taille will age up with the player. Not age up, but will age up as throughout the match. So since we've been in the ghost room with the taille for the majority of the time, it is probably going to be a fairly slow ghost. So we got disturbed salt finally. So it's probably going to be a fairly slow ghost when it goes to hunt. So that will be pretty cool. The fact, since I have been in here the majority of the time, so I'm not too worried about this ghost here. But I would like it if it did dots again, so that way I can get a dots video of the ghost. But it's so difficult to get the dots video, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and extend it out this way. Oh my god, I didn't get it. Are you kidding me? The tier 1 camera is dog shit. It is like the biggest piece of dog shit ever, man. Because like it barely works half the time. So it sucks. It sucks a lot. So but now, since I walked through both of the salts, I'm not too worried about not getting a recording of it. So that's a plus. But I have yet to get more sound recordings. You can get recordings of it doing the ghost riding, which let me try that again. So let me be in here and then I can grab a video recording of that as well. So you can also grab video recordings of it. So that'll be pretty awesome. Let me go in here. And so that was a ghost event. So if you have a ghost event that does it, that it goes like this to tier 9, it's not EMF 5. So it has to be like just basic events like it throwing items and stuff like that to where it'll get to EMF 5, but it doesn't mean it is. So let's grab the I always turn on heavy rain on custom difficulties because it gives you more money. But it's very loud and a little obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll put the book right here, so that way see if we can get a recording and maybe a sound recording of it doing the ghost riding. So where did I drop the sound recorder? Right here. There we go. Right in the book. It works sometimes, not all the time. Right in the book. This book right here, right in it. Oh man, so I didn't get that. I didn't get the mist. You can also get the mist talking as well, but we did get the paranormal talking, so we just need one more sound. Hopefully I can get it with the writing. That'll be cool. So we have all 3 objectives, so that's pretty good. So getting a crucifix video and a ghostwriting video would be cool. I'm gonna drop this really quick. There you go. So, sad part about it is just waiting. Like having the waiting game is just so difficult to do. Hey, can you write in the book? There we go. It didn't do it. It glitched out. Are you kidding me? That's the only thing a ghost writing I'm gonna get. Shit. Alright, well, it glitched out. It wasn't supposed to do that. In a perfect world, yeah, I would have gotten that, but it decided to glitch out instead, so. Alright, let me see if I can get it to walk in the dots here. Oh, we got object thrown. Don't know what it threw. Too late now. Opportunity has passed. What did it throw? Oh, the hammer. Okay, I should have went to the right then. I think it's definitely a lot harder to get recordings of events and stuff with the tier 1 camera. It is definitely more difficult. I don't see why it takes so long to record stuff. Like, even now when I have it like this, it's just going to take forever for it to record anything. So it's a little frustrating, personally. But we're still going to save one for, you know, the thing. So we still got enough of that. But we'll get a ghost here. Step into the room. Mate, it's only done dots the one time, and that's it. Yeah, don't fall for that, because if you fall for that, then you're screwed. All right, so each difficulty you lose a deletion. Makes sense. Okay. Did I get that? No, I didn't. Mate. Oh, got it. Okay, look, we got Dod's ghost. Good God, that took so long, man. All right, let's go ahead and grab a sound recording. So of a candle, so that way we can get it blown out. So we only need one more video, and of course that's going to be the hunting ghost. So since it's a Taille and I've been in the room for the majority of the time, I don't think it'll be a fast ghost. I'm pretty sure he's aged up. It's been like 15 minutes in the game. I'm pretty sure he's been aged up enough to where I don't have to really stress about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab a candle so we can get a blowout and get a recording of it. So I do have a smudge stick still, so that's good. So we got a duplicate of that. So I didn't know what it was. So again, I like it to blow out the candle, so that's what I'm trying to bait it to do. But yeah, be warned, since it is kind of a roaming ghost here, it'll roam a good amount, so it will roam into the kitchen and all that. So frustrating. That's the only thing, though. When you get a ghost that's going to touch the breaker like 50 million times in a match, you got to keep turning it on and off. Because like I'm trying not to leave the room so often, so that way I can get the recording of The candle being blown out. For the sound recording anyway of the candle. So the crucifix burning will also count towards it. But we don't need it because we got the candle being blown out. Thank God. So we do got the ghost event as well. You little prick. Wow. That's crazy. Alright. So now we just need the video of the ghost hunting, which we can get fairly easily, I would say. So let's go ahead and go out. So basically, there's easy videos and sounds that you can record for the perfect game. So like you necessarily don't have to do the same stuff every single time. So don't like stress about it. Like, I see a lot of people stress about it and stuff. Like everybody stresses about like the sound recordings. Are saying it's too difficult and stuff, which I can see where the difficulty is with it, but I wouldn't say that it's, you know, so difficult that like, you know, if I'm able to do it, like other people are also able to do it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the crucifix right here to make sure it doesn't hunt on top of us. And what I'm gonna do is grab the mirror. Now I'm not gonna break the mirror. I'm just gonna use it enough to where it'll lower my sanity. I think 2 times will do it. Okay. To where I'll be in hunting range. So since I've been in the ghost room with it the majority of the time, it shouldn't be an extremely fast ghost. I hope not. I really hope not, because I have been in the room with it majority of the match. So it should be a pretty slow ghost. But break the mirror and... Okay. Break the mirror and it will start hunting, which I'm about to do because it's not hunting yet. There we go. Yeah, it's a very slow ghost. So since I've been in the room with it the majority of the time, the ghost is going to be very, very slow. So I'm not too worried about dying to it right now, unless I like let it. But if you're trying to loop a ghost, you know, a Dio and a Taye, or right now, like a very old Taye, will definitely help you learn the techniques of looping pretty good. So since I'm standing up now, if I crouch down here, if you see exactly what's going to happen is he's going to go to my last known location and where he thinks I am located. So eventually he's going to go away just like that because he can't see me. So you can stand back up and you can do whatever, lollygag, all that good stuff. He'll stop hunting. So there we go. So now we have the intermediate difficulty perfect gamed. So figure out what the ghost is. We got this and that. So there you go. So because I broke the mirror, it's going to hunt for extra amount of time. But again, doesn't matter. We got all that objectives done. So we didn't get as much money as we did last time. But we should get about $1,000, hopefully. About at least 1,000. That's what I'm hoping for. At least 1,000. So we have 2.5 difficulty. So yeah, we'll get $1,300, which is pretty cool. So I leveled up, so I like these things here. So let me see how much money I have, so that way I can look into upgrading some stuff here. I got 4 grand because I still need to upgrade a good amount of my stuff here because I have yet to have the money. But personally, I think I'm gonna go for the video camera. Like, I'm so sick and tired of the freaking tier 1 camera that it's not even funny, man. It is so irritating. The tier 1 camera is fucking irritating, dude. So I want to see what the difference is here. Oh wow, it doesn't even say anything. Oh god. All right, now let's go ahead and I'm going to do my variation of professional difficulty, which is right here actually. So this is 3.50. So it's kind of the same, except sanity speed is at 200%, which I believe is the normal. Roman frequency is at high. Activity level is low. Event is medium, which I can change that to low as well. But 3.5 is a pretty decent. 1 second grace period, same as last time. 3 evidences given. Fingerprint duration, you can turn it down. I'm going to turn it down to 60 so I can get some extra money. No setup time. heavy rain, low hiding places. That's pretty much the big difference. No fuse box visible on map, which helps. So this is a variation of professional difficulty. So let's go ahead and hop into professional difficulty. So if you ask, yes, the next that we're going to go to is in fact nightmare difficulty, and I'll do my variation of nightmare difficulty. So same thing. We'll grab ourselves thermo, camera, book, and we'll take off. And matches. And we'll take off. So again, first thing, I'll throw the thermometer inside of the room. Now, when you get to the higher difficulties where you only have 2 evidences and stuff like that, I don't suggest doing it this way. Your best bet is to just go through and find the ghost room to your best ability and move on, because it's not going to be very easy to do so unless you get the mirror or the Ouija board, in which you can just easily ask the question of where it's located and all that good stuff. So so we don't have the mirror this time. About fucking time. I'm got the mirror like every time. So we will see. So hold the EMF reader out while you're looking for whatever you're looking for, the ghost room, something like this. Listen out for anything. So we do have the Ouija board, funnily enough. So let's go take a photo of that. What you can do also is, of course, throw your thing down. Where's the bone? Utility room. Okay. I'm gonna turn that off. So what I'm gonna do... Oh! Goodbye. Goodbye. That was close. Alright. So I'm gonna leave instantly. And the reason being is because that only takes up some of your sanity. But the best thing I suggest is... So it says utility room, which is in the master bedroom, I believe. Right? No. No. Utility room. Where's the utility room? It's in the middle room. Yep. Okay. So I missed it entirely. We have another garage ghost. So I didn't enter in here, so we have dirty water, so make sure you take a photo of dirty water, and it turned the sink off as well. So our sanity is pretty high. Still, I think it only lowered it by like maybe 10% or so. So let's go ahead and grab. So since this ghost is kind of a roamer, it's either in the kitchen or it's in the garage. These are the 2 options that we got. So I'm gonna leave the thermo in here for now. And we don't have a hiding spot in here. This is also a hiding spot right here, but I'm going to grab this and the Ouija board as well. So I'm just going to take the Ouija board upstairs with me. And you can test for EMF 5 with the Ouija board as well, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay. So it's not in here. So we probably do have another garage ghost on our hands. The temperature would have dropped a lot more than that, so it's not going to be that, definitely. So, but this is a good thing. Oh, it may not be in here either. It's in the utility closet. Or is it? No. We may have a kitchen ghost, folks. So, this is going to be interesting. So, we do have a kitchen ghost. If it goes way lower than 68 and it keeps going down, you just have to wait until it drops down even longer, unfortunately. But, kitchen ghost. Probably one of my least favorite ghost rooms. Reason being is because this is your hub area for looping and all that stuff. So, I really hate it when the ghost is in there. So, first off, let's check and see if we got the ghost in the photo. So, we know it's not a phantom. The phantom does not show in ghost photos. So there are different ways to tell which ghost is which. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to go ahead and hide in here. So the different ones here that we got: spirit, Cannot hunt after you smudge it for 3 minutes. So this is the only ghost that takes 3 minutes to hunt after you smudged it. Oh, we got another translucent ghost. Okay. The poltergeist, of course, has the ability to throw objects very, very far and very, very frequently. So when it hunts, and also it has the ability to throw a whole bunch of shit literally absolutely everywhere. The mare has the ability to turn off lights. It can never turn on lights. It can only turn off lights. So if you turn on a light and it immediately flips it off within a second, you're probably dealing with a mare. Demon has the ability to hunt you instantly at any point in time, no matter what sanity you have, and it is also able to hunt you at, I think, 75% sanity. So if you get hunted, and also 1 minute smudges time limit. So if Alright, we have a very active ghost right now. Let me go back outside. That's a very active ghost. Holy hell. So, this is very active. Holy hell. So, we did 2 events. That's an event. That's an event. So, we have a very active ghost on our hands. And our sanity is fairly low. So, I'm definitely going to go ahead and let me knock 2 of these. So, let me keep going over the ghost. The demon has a 1 minute smudge timer. So literally, if you smudge it, the demon can hunt again in 1 minute. So if you hunt it very frequently, that's probably a demon. The yokai gets really angered if you talk near it. So its ability is basically just getting mad and doing it. And it's very stupid. They call it a stupid ghost for a reason, because you can have the flashlight on. You can talk as long as and it can't really, like, if you sit behind the counter in the kitchen and it's coming towards the basement, and if you have your flashlight on and it doesn't run towards you, that's a yokai. Myling has very quiet footsteps. It's very, very muffled. And if you don't hear the I believe it's like if you throw the flashlight down and you hear the footsteps, if you don't hear the footsteps when the thing is blinking, it's probably Myling. Raiju has the ability to speed up near electrical devices. So the easy way to tell is that if you turn on a flashlight, throw it on the floor, and that's normally how I tell it. And also, if you're looping around the counter, pull out electronic equipment, anything like that, you'll hear it speed up. The Moroi has the ability to curse a player, and you will lose sanity depending on how it cursed you, basically. Like, I mean, I don't know if the sound recorder curses you. I would think it does. But you will lose sanity in the light and a whole lot of other stuff. The Moroi, I can't stand the Moroi. The Moroi is probably like one of my least favorite ghosts, because like I feel like it's game over once they talk to you in the spirit box. The Wraith, of course, does not have the ability to step in the salt, but also I believe this is a teleporting ghost just as well as the Phantom. Phantom will teleport just as well, and it will leave an EMF2 reading. The Banshee has a Banshee Whale ability and also can roam to a player and will choose a player if you're playing multiplayer to kill. So I've had it to where the Banshee has walked by me like 2 or 3 times and went after my fiance instead, and it's very, very scary. So the Banshee can roam to the player no matter where the player is. It will roam to you. The Revenant is very, very slow at the start of the hunt when it doesn't see you, but if it knows of your location or sees you, it will be the fastest ghost in the game. It is insanely fast, and I have not had the pleasure of recording it as it's chasing me just yet. The Yurei has the ability to door touch and close the door. So I think the Yurei is the only ghost now that can fully open a door and then fully close it in the same motion. So I haven't seen it happen yet, but I believe the Yurei can, if you have a door closed, it will fully open it and then fully close it after. It used to be the only ghost that can fully close the door, and it's still the only ghost that can fully close the front door besides the Mimic, and it doesn't leave a fingerprint. So if you have a front door ghost and it closes the front door and it has a fingerprint, you have a Mimic. If you don't, you have a Yurei. The Hantu likes cold, which is why it kept touching the breaker in the first game, in that one game that we played. And it likes the cold. The colder the room, the faster that it is. So it's a lot easier to tell the Hantu in maps like, like if you keep the breaker off, you'll see its cold breath as well. But if you have it follow you like outside, like in Bleasdale, for instance, you can tell the difference between when you go from inside to outside, because it'll go to it speeds up. The Onryo has the ability to hunt instantaneously after it blows out 3 separate candles. So if it blows out 3 candles and it immediately hunts the crucifix, it's an Onryo. If it hunts without blowing out the candle, you don't have an Onryo. That's pretty much about it. The Obake has the ability to shapeshift while it's in ghost form. So when it's hunting and all of a sudden, you got a patient 7, I believe it's patient 7. You have a patient 7 model, and all of a sudden turns to some fat butcher slob. It's an Obake. The Deogen has the ability to seek out any player, period. You cannot hide from the Deogen. Do not try. So the thing is that it's extremely fast. It's on par with the Revenant. But once it reaches you, however, it is the slowest ghost in the game, and it is very easy to loop it. Just don't get caught in a corner, because it will destroy you. So the Phantom has the ability to be a lot more unseeable than other ghosts. So during the hunt, so the Phantom has got me in my past video that I've done, to where I didn't see the ghost, so it ended up getting me in the end. But as I said before, since I took a photo of the ghost right here and you can see him, it's not a Phantom. And no matter what form the ghost takes, if you take a photo and it says ghost and there's nothing there, it is automatically a Phantom. The Djinn has the ability to chase after you pretty fast until it gets up close to you, then it starts going back to normal speed again, but only if it's in line of sight of you and only if the breaker's on, which is why the Djinn will never touch the breaker. If it touches the breaker, you will not have a Djinn. The Shade is the most boring ghost besides the Goryo in the game. It does nothing with you in the ghost room. So if you go inside the ghost room and you stand there for a minute and literally nothing happens, and as soon as you walk out of that ghost room and stand like even on the outside of the doorway, and all of a sudden magic happens and it hunts, you have a Shade problem, and it will never hunt with you in the same room. So if you stand in the room with 0 sanity with the Shade and you're standing there, and the crucifix never goes off, and all of a sudden it goes off as soon as you leave the room, you probably have a Shade. The Oni is the opposite of the Phantom. It is the most seen ghost in the game. It doesn't blink as often. You can see it more often, and it's probably one of the also easy-ish ghosts to loop, because you can see it very easily. So that's the Oni. The Goryo has the ability to only be seen in camera on dots. Camera dots is the only way that you'll be able to see a Goryo, which is why it is the most annoying ghost in the game, because a lot of times it is either sitting in the truck watching the Goryo or sitting outside of the room waiting to see the Goryo. So on higher, less evidence games, the Goryo is the most annoying ghost in the game, and it is BS. The Banshee, Yurei, and Goryo are probably, and what's the other one? Wraith, if you don't have Salt, are probably the most annoying ghosts that you can probably get personally in the game, because the Banshee and the Goryo specifically, unless you get the very rare Banshee screen, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between them. Like it's so difficult. So it could be any of them. The Twins has the ability to kind of mimic each other's actions in a way, but in 2 different rooms. So let's say we get garage ghosts, and all of a sudden you get a ghost event in the garage, but then all of a sudden you get a ghost event in the bedroom literally seconds later. You probably have twins. You get one hunt where the ghost is fast, and then you get another hunt where the ghost is slow, and then you get 2 hunts where the ghost is fast, all within and it continues in kind of that pattern. So it's a 50-50 shot whether you're going to get a fast ghost or a slower twins ghost. And the Twins also has the ability to, I think it's still the only ghost that has kind of like a bend on the activity meter. So if you see a bend on the activity meter, you got Twins. The Mimic, pretty obvious, can mimic anything in the game. It is probably the savior of no evidence runs, because it provides ghost orbs without it being an official evidence. So if you ever have ghost orbs, if you're ever playing a one evidence game and you get ghost orbs and spirit box, you got the Mimic. The Taie, which I explained a little bit in the last video, the Taie is very, very fast at the beginning of the game, but the longer you stay in the room with it, the more that it'll be older and slower. So, which is why I was so happy to see it, because the Dio and the Taie are the top 2 slowest ghosts that you can loop and survive. So You can definitely loop a lot of these other ghosts as well. The Morai is also based on your sanity meter. So the higher your sanity, the slower it is. If your sanity's at 0%, the Morai is going to be a very fast ghost. But if your sanity is very high, it even happens mid-hunt. If you bring sanity medication in with you and use it like during the hunt, you will slowly hear the Morai slow down. You'll hear do 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 when you take it. It's such a crazy thing to hear though. So that is an explanation of every single ghost in Phasmophobia. So there you go. So let's go ahead and let's continue on with what we're going with here. Let me grab Spirit Box and alright, yep, Spirit Box and a camera, and as you can see, it turned off the fucking breaker. So it's not a Jinn. So we don't have Phantom and we don't have a Jinn. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So it did throw that mug earlier. And I don't remember. Oh, we do have orbs, so keep that in mind. Oh. There we go. Okay. So again, we know it's not a Jinn because of that. But we do have orbs, so turn that off. So, did I take a photo? I do have all the photos, so I do not need this camera anymore. I don't really care for that extreme amount of stuff. So, we don't have freezing temps. That's probably not going to get freezing. Oh my god. Where are you? Are you here? Okay, he's far. Alright, so, we do have Spirit Box as well. So, this is also a possibility that it's going to be, it could be a mimic. So we'll see here in just a second though. So here's the thing what you do with Spirit Box. If you get a Spirit Box response, let's go out here really quick and let's grab ourselves the sound recorder. So the best thing to do with Spirit Box, if you get a Spirit Box response, like if you already have it in here with you, then it's great. But if not, it's okay. So if you have it in here with you, but let's look at it here really quick. So we're not going to get EMF. DOS is a possibility. If the ultraviolet is still a possibility because of the fact that it still could be a mimic. So just keep that in mind. So we'll bring old UV in there with us in case it touches something. But because of how much our sanity drained when it like manifested itself, let's look at the stuff here. So we can try to do the Mare test if I wanted to do 2 evidence way. We can try to do the Mare test. And the other ones, which are Yokai and Onryo. So the Onryo, easy test for that one, of course, which I said already, extinguishing the flame. So 3 will do it. And the Yokai, which is the dumb ghost, well, we can also test for that as well. So here is what you do with the Spirit Box. So turn off the light, start talking, hit record. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Okay. So there you go. So once you get that, you get a Spirit Box response, which is worth another 10. Then we can turn it off. We don't need it anymore. So it's fairly easy to get the Spirit Box responses whenever you need it. So alright, so hopefully we will get. So let me go ahead and drop this video camera here. And the sound recorder I still have. I'll drop this right here as well. So as I know it's not going to be EMF because of that, but it still could be ghostwriting. So let's go ahead and grab ghostwriting real quick. We'll make our way back in here. So as of right now, I don't really have any suspicions about what the ghost is. I haven't really had a whole lot of information about what ghost it could be. So I do not know. Dots would make it a yokai. We'll go ahead and grab both, and then we'll come back for the salt and the crucifixes, and then salt, a crucifix, and a smudge stick. That's what we're going to grab the next time. Let's hope to Christ this ghost will let me drop my stuff down beforehand. Now the tier 1 dots, it's up to you where you want to place it. It's still not really that good. Like I can't wait for me to be able to upgrade to tier 3, because the problem is this. So you see how the dots right here was on the wall? Now it's not. See, it disappears and it changes the lighting. Like it's so weird because I don't like it. I don't like how the tier 1 dots are. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't remember what I did with the other book. Oh, I put it in here. Oh god, that scared me. I don't know why that scared me. So, alright. So, we're going to put 2 books in here. 2 books is better than 1 when it comes to, you know, ghost writing. So, we can write from either in here or in the garage, which is pretty simple. Let's check the temp again, just in case. Nothing. So, we're probably not going to get freezing. I highly doubt that we're going to get it because we were outside for a good minute. Alright, let's go ahead and grab, what did I say? Smudge, crucifix, and salt. We'll go ahead and grab that. Smudge, salt, crucifix. Let's go. So, always make sure that you definitely do have enough, like, matches when it comes to your stuff, because I've been in this situation before where I didn't have enough and I felt bad. I felt sorry for myself after. So be careful. Alright, before I put the salt down, I'm going to grab a video camera. Oh, it did it. It did it right when I put it down. I'm going to hit record really quick so I can grab it before it even does anything. Come on, step in the salt. 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 Please step in the salt. That'll be great. Step in the salt. All right, we got dots. I didn't even realize that. It didn't even walk over the salt there, but we got dots. Like I remember that to mark it off. Tell you, man, tier 1 and tier 2 dots are probably not my favorite dots. Like, the tier 2 dots, just, they're annoying. Like, all you're gonna hear is it walked through me again. Look, it did it again. It's not even walking in this pile of salt here, it's just going this way. So these are 2 different rooms. The dining room and the kitchen are 2 different rooms. The line where the wood starts is where the cutoff is. So if you're in here, you should be fine. But you're just not even stepping in that salt right there. There we go. Alright, got the salt. So, go ahead and check for footsteps. Nothing. So, we're probably not going to get that. I don't think that's going to be an option here. So, we still need 2 more sounds, 3 more videos, and we got all the photos. So, I'm not too worried about the photos anymore. So, freezing is not going to be freezing. It's definitely not going to be freezing. So, we're probably not going to... Yeah, we're not going to get it on Rio. It's either a mare or a yokai. And the way this is going, it kind of seems like it's going to be a yokai, personally, because the mare, it hasn't really turned off the lights enough for it to be a mare. I haven't really noticed it go to the dark or anything. But we can do the test, which is literally just this. There's a chance that it'll do it. Like, it's not a large chance, but it's a chance. So, I wonder if we can... Oh my god. What a dick. Okay, well, we got another video. Turn that off. Jesus. Okay. Well, it touched me, fortunately, but we're alright. I didn't want it to touch me because you lose sanity if it touches you, so. But I can easily make myself lose sanity mostly. Oh, there's a dot. Oh man, I didn't even wasn't paying any attention. I was too worried about the freaking sound recorder. Marco. Oh, wow. Okay. So you record the Ouija board. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. God. Goodbye. Are you kidding me? I didn't get it. Oh, man. All right, let me go back and get another crucifix. Damn it, I didn't get that. That's crazy. My sanity was pretty high for that. Hold on a minute. That might be a yokai. Oh, it's an 80% threshold. So yeah, we have a yokai, folks. That's crazy. Yeah, the mayor definitely doesn't have that. So we definitely have that. So it was going to end up being... Oh, dots. That's right. I had dots. I need to mark it off. I forgot to. See, we have a yokai. That's pretty crazy. All right. Well, let's grab another crucifix. Oh, shit. I didn't drop something. Hey. Run. Just run. Run. Run away. Look, grab it. Damn it. Alright, so. Yokai. Hey, buddy. How you doing? How you doing? You want to hunt me? You want to hunt? Huh? Come on. Yeah, I know. You want to hunt me, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. You want to hunt me, don't you, buddy? Do it. Do it. Do it again. Do it again. Stop touching doors, you fucking bitch. Do it. I want you to hunt me, you fucker. Oh no, misform. That would have been a good one. Go ahead and hunt me. Come on. Come on, you douche. What's your name again? David Jackson. Wow. What a bitch name, David Jackson. Wow. Oh, I got the misform. Holy crap. Alright, that's a pretty good one. Alright, so I'm actually going to delete light switched because all of these are good ones. So I don't even need any more videos besides that. So I just need to get this sound of it using the crucifix. David, you stupid fuck. You gonna hunt me or what? Tired of waiting. You're pissing me off. I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry. Marco. Oh no, I got a duplicate Ouija board. Oh, see what I did wrong there? I didn't say goodbye to the Ouija board. Alright, run. Remember your hiding spots, boys. Remember your hiding spots. Alright, we just need one more sound recording. And I think I'm just going to grab a candle for that. Make sure you say goodbye to the Ouija board, folks. I won't forgive you if you don't. So we do need to blow out a candle anyway, so... System voice, huh? Alright, let's get moving. This is the only thing we need is that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, the rest of these 2 sanity medications, grab myself a candle, another smudge stick, and make my way there. Oh, let me wait a minute before. So we did escape it, which is a good thing. But also, too, we are getting a good amount of money from this one. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 40. No, 35, sorry. 35, 45, 55, 70, 90, plus 10, 105, and 15, 120. So when we get this, we're going to be $125 once we get this one done, which is going to be crazy. Which I can't believe we didn't get the crucifix. That's what I think is funny. Like, it just said, the hell with the crucifix, dude. I ain't doing it. Alright. Make sure you blow out the candle now. Now that's a definite, like, you must say goodbye to the Ouija board. But also blow out the candle, yes. That one's a definite, like, you must do. Blow out the candle. So that way I can get a sound recorder and get the fuck out of here. So yeah, the tier 1 crucifix only lasts for one thing. You can get a sound recording of the ghost while it's hunting, but I highly suggest that you do that with tier 3 only, because... Okay, this works too. Alright, well, we do need to blow out a candle though, so let me go and grab the other ones as well. At least 2 more, and then an extra smudge, so that way I will have extra candles for him to blow out. 1, 2, and extra smudge. Oh, it's full now. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That makes sense. Alright, so how many matches do I have? Okay, I still got enough. Oh, okay. Well, we can leave now. We can go now. That's pretty cool. Did it right after I just said it. So, 3 perfect games in a row. So what is that? What might that mean for you guys later on down the road when it comes to lower evidence runs? So it'll be a little harder, yes. So let's see how much money we get for this one. This is 3.55%. Now this is a variation of professional difficulty, and we get 1900 XP. So yeah, subtract $600. So we get 1900 XP basically. So, which is really good. So we did good on that hunt. So the first time camera though is probably going to be the biggest issue. So I think the next thing that I'm going to pick up is actually, I'm debating on it. I'm thinking of doing the thermo, so that way I can be able to find the freaking thing easier, because my god, it is so irritating. Alright, let's get to tier 2 thermo. Let's move on over. So now, this time, I'm going to be playing on my variation of nightmare difficulty, which is literally this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on presets, click on nightmare, and I go through it until I get it decent enough to where I like it. So it doesn't change the room at all. Everything is low, event frequency and everything. Grace period is 1 second. Hunt is high. No extend hunts. 2 evidences, which is fine. 60 seconds for that. So right now we're already at a 4.5, which is really, really good. So contract 0, rather heavy rain. No hiding places. I started that recently. I like the standing activity monitor, and I like it when the fuse box is on. I can leave it off, and I choose differently whether or not I want that to be on or off, but we can set it up to where, let's go here to grace period. Let's change it to 0. So 0 seconds is a 5.08. I mean, it's not terrible, I guess. Lowering this is 4.7. So for player, let's see what we can change here. Okay, it's 4.75. All right, 4.65 isn't too bad. Let's leave it at 4.65. I'm gonna save it. Yeah. All right, 4.65. So this one is a variation of nightmare difficulty. And of course, we're going to Tanglewood as if, like, you know, you're starting out playing for the first time, which is, you know, very, very funny to say. But because it's like at this point, people who are, if you're new to this game and you're playing nightmare difficulty, you're crazy, dude. You're crazy.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
All right. Now, this is the difficulty that I like playing personally.
Be careful out there.
I like playing this one personally. So we have to get 2 unique sounds with the sound recorder. We have to cleanse the area near the ghosts and escape the ghost during a hunt. So we can do objectives 2 and 3 at the same exact time. And we can also get 2 unique sounds with a sound recorder. So that one shouldn't be, these ones shouldn't be too bad. And since we have a better thermo now, we're going to carry the thermo with us from here on. And we're also, I'm going to grab a book again. Let's go ahead and make our way into the room with the tier 2 thermo, which is definitely a lot better than the other one. So capture a unique ghost photo. Cool. It's the last one I need. Oh, my bag. I stretched my leg out and I hit the bag, and I thought I kicked one of my cats for a minute there. All right. So as stated, I do the same exact thing here as well. I will go in here, and this is why the tier 2, upgrading from the tier 1 to the tier 2 thermo is such a necessity. Like, it is such a big upgrade. So anyways, so anytime you go into a room and your temperature drops very drastically, which I don't think it's going to be in this room right here. It might be in this room. 67, 65. So I think we have a dining room ghost this time. Yep. Because when it drops down below 65 and you come in here into 71 and it doesn't really drop lower than that. So this is probably the ghost room right here. So let's go ahead and drop this down and put the book down here. And let's go ahead and find the bone really quick. We're at it, and look for the cursed object, which we have the doo-doo doll. This is probably my least favorite cursed object, personally. I hate it. So I know what you're asking. Zach, you didn't put any hiding spots on, and you'd be correct. I'm teaching myself to play the games without having any hiding places. Considering that this may be the ghost room right here, which is unfortunately directly next to the kitchen, which, yeah, this is the ghost room. It's directly next to the kitchen, unfortunately. So, oh my god, I got that. Oh my god, I got it. I better have counted. $15 ghost one. So, this is the part where you will, in fact, need to have ghost experience. So when you get to nightmare difficulty, you have to have ghost experience. Now, it didn't take me overnight now to learn the ghosts and all that stuff. This wasn't an overnight trek here. Now, this took ages for me to get through. Like, I started replaying again back in last September or whatnot. So it takes forever to get to that point. Oh, turn the breaker off. And through the book. So not a Jinn, and we probably won't get ghost writing as well. So wherever you threw the book at, I don't even know. But I came in here to check for ghost orbs, actually. I don't see any, but it's not a Jinn. I don't see any orbs. Let me turn on this light just in case. Okay, no orbs. Alright. Oh. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Okay, no. Damn, this guy's supposed to be a pain in my dick today, huh? Alright. So, possibly, we're not gonna get ghost writing because it threw the book without writing in it, which is, I don't even know where it threw it to. It chucked it somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Here it is. So yeah, if it throws it without writing in it, it's not gonna be. But we'll still set it up again. The bone. We need to find the bone. I haven't found it yet. So let me quickly go through here and find it. It's always funny when I go back and play with like my brother and my friends and stuff whenever I've got done playing Nightmare difficulty, because they can't play Nightmare difficulty, and it's always funny when I go back and I play with them and stuff, and they're like, they'll just watch me do it. I remember his I think it was his nephew that played, or somebody, one of his sons, one of Joe's sons that played with me. Oh, there's one. And he watched me do the loop of ghosts, and he's like, "It's heck, you little sweat." I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do in the game, buddy. Like, looping is such a big part of Phasmo. Like, you have got to loop. You learn how to loop if you want to be able to get the ghost correct. And that's just, I just thought that was so funny. So, we'll grab dots, make our way back in. Turn this on. Hopefully we'll get some type of knock on the window or something. But yeah, this is the part that sucks the most. Like, because when you throw the dots down here, the table blocks it. So it's like, oh, it's irritating. I hate it. Alright, so we're at 38.6 right now. Alright, let's go out and grab more stuff. So, we haven't got anything right now, which is kind of expected from this difficulty of a game. So we'll grab another dots and EMF. And as you see, I keep the camera in my hand. Reason being is because the ghost can and will teleport to you. And it's a lot easier to just have it in your hand to get photos of it when you need it, rather than the opposite. So as you can see here, I will put both dots on the same thing and cross it, and it barely does anything. Like, so tier 2 dots probably also a necessity to grab, but we'll just have to stick with what we got so far. So we check for temperature again. All right, nothing yet. Oh, I don't know, it's a possibility. So in order to get the freezing temp photo, I believe, on the thermo, we have to just throw it down while we still have it on. That's probably the best way we're going to get it. So, this, I'll be honest with you, the ghost kind of is making me think that we have a shade on our hands, just a little bit. Because every time I've gone in there, it hasn't done anything. But then again, it did do the one airball events, which could mean it's a shade, or it also may not mean it's a shade. So I'm sitting back just a little bit, so excuse me. Hold on. My legs get like my knee starts to cramp sometimes. So here we go. All right, let me go. I like having a wireless mouse now that I can just easily maneuver it out of the way. So yeah, see how I kind of did a little activity since we left the room. So it's kind of making me think we have a shade here, which is definitely going to be a little bit harder to identify, fortunately. But we'll grab some salt and the sound recorder and try to get a video of him walking through the salt, which is going to be a little difficult. But if it doesn't actually walk through the salt at all, then we have a wraith. So I mean, kind of like it's a win-win, just a little bit, anyways. Oh, we have dots, but I think it was in fact. Oh no, it didn't get it, and he stepped through both of them. Damn it! All right, let's see if we have UV though. We do. We have UV. We have UV. Looky there. So we have dots and UV. So we have a Phantom, Banshee, or Goryo, which unfortunately I don't remember if it was through recording or not. I got the disturbed salt, but I didn't get the ghost form. I thought I got the ghost form. No. Alright, so no, it's not a Goryo. So it's either a Phantom or a Banshee, which is definitely interesting. So, here is exactly how you can possibly speed up the game process, if that's what you want. Because you have two ghosts that are definitely not identical to each other. So let me see if I got the ghost photo. Alright, we have a Banshee. So, reason being, this is where the ghost was. And it's not there. This is where the dots are at. So when I took the photo, that's where it was. So we do not have Phantom, believe it or not. So we have a Banshee. So this is a Banshee ghost. So I'm wondering if we will actually capture Banshee's scream on here. That'll be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Anyways, no, if you wanted a quick game to where you don't have to get a perfect game, then you could just straight up leave out of here, which I've debated on it. Because I only need one more photo. I need four more videos and 3 sounds. I mean, let me go ahead and grab the candle really quick and a crucifix. So that way I can go ahead and just get everything ready. Because the thing is about the Banshee is that it will roam to you and start hunting directly on top of you. So you kind of have to be prepared for that. So luckily though, we are inside of this like room that's kind of... Oh no, we have a Phantom. No, we do have a Phantom. That is a Phantom. I took... so it's right there. It's a duplicate. But yeah, just in case you weren't sure, we do have a Phantom. What? I forgot what I said Banshee for. What did I say we had a Banshee for? I don't even remember. But we don't have a Banshee. No, there's no Banshee. So, actually, being the crucifix photo would actually be kind of nice. The dots lasted for a second, if that. Really doesn't want to blow out this candle, does it? Alright. So, EMF reading photo as well. So now all the photos are done. Since I already got a ghost photo, I'm not too worried about not getting one. So let me go ahead and light this candle again. and record it going out this time. T 20 years later. Come on. Blow out the candle. Blow out the candle. Blow out the candle. Yeah, yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, so unfortunately, Phantom on this difficulty, I'm not extremely looking forward to. And reason being, because I suck with guessing where phantoms are going to go and where they're coming from. So fortunately, I may end up dying if it starts hunting, and I hate to say that, but that's probably what's going to happen. Quit it. It'd be great if I can get a dots recording. Door mood is fine. This camera is a little quicker, but it's not as quick as the tier 3 definitely to get set up. Like I can tell it's quicker, but I'm just not a big fan still. Alright, so this is dangerous. I do not suggest doing this. I mean, of course, at this point, like you've got to be a pretty high, like up there player in order for you to do this. To play on nightmare difficulty. But what I'm doing is I'll either get a hunt or lower my sanity enough to where I don't have to worry so much. But let me grab some smudge sticks. I have a freaking thing already. I'm definitely gonna need it. Because my plan is I can run in here and hide. This is a makeshift hiding spot. I'm surprised they haven't patched this yet. I'm just telling you guys. What? It didn't. No way, dude. Didn't record it. See, like the recordings, some of them are messed up. Like I really do feel like some of these are messed up. They don't work as well. Wait a minute. Look again. It's a phantom, if you're wondering. So, for some reason, this hiding spot works. Okay. So we still need to get 2 more sound recordings. So I do got all the videos, so I don't need this anymore. We do got a minute and a half before it starts to try again. So let's see if we can get anything special here. I got fire extinguish. So let's go out and grab more stuff. Another crucifix, definitely. So I still do have this actually, so I could have it, but I'll still grab another crucifix. And damn it, I keep forgetting. I keep bringing the sound recording. Let me go ahead and in here. I mean, if I wanted to hunt again, I can still use the thing. Still, technically. That's nice. Oh my god, did I get it? I did. Alright. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think that's all I needed, right? Yep. Okay. Full. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that was most definitely a phantom. It was definitely invisible for longer than it was visible, so now we'll see exactly how much money I'll get from Nightmare. From Nightmare difficulty.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for
So,
you.
4.65% with perfect investigation. $2,500 minus the 100. So now this is normally about what money I get. So what I like to play, I like to get over 3,000 XP per game, which is Apocalypse 1, which I've now been kind of like playing a lot more recently. So that is what I've been doing mostly lately. So let's get tier 2 dots. Get on over here. Put tier 2 on, and there we go. So in terms of Apocalypse 1, I've done plenty of them already for my variation of Apocalypse 1 6.80 instead of 6, and it works very well. I kind of personally like it. Starting sanity 75 and the sanity peel restoration is 10, so it's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Actually, let me see something here, because this is gonna be very interesting. So what happens? So 6.8, right? Okay, if I lower the sanity down to this and I put sanity, it's only by 0.07 though, so nah, it's not. I don't think it's really that worth it. So let me go back up to 75. Look, that's only 6.77. Like, that's not really much of a difference. Neither is that. You know what? Sure. Let me just save it like this. That's not that bad. That much of a difference. 6.72 isn't too bad of a difference, to be honest with you. But anyways, that's all I got time for you guys today. I really hope that a lot of you did learn something about a lot of the ghosts in the game, especially the ones that we did have. At least we have different variations of ghosts this time, and not like the same few ghosts. But I do hope that some of you, if you watch this video, you did learn something about the ghosts. There's a lot to learn here in Phasmophobia. There's so much to learn. It takes a while, but eventually you'll get there. I mean, I got there. Like, I have my entire journey of Phasmophobia on my channel right now. So, but hopefully it helped at least one of you guys learn how the ghosts do and stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next Zacextra video. Goodbye.